Hey everybody, it's Sean here with Rugged Outdoors, and today I am pretty stoked to talk about my new 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie. All I've ever had is Ram trucks because I think they have one of the most amazing interiors ever, and it's still the case. And I was looking, and I'd wanted a couple criteria. I wanted one that could tow my boat and tow our RV. We don't have a giant RV, we have a half-ton towable Jayco, so it had to be able to tow, so it had to have that. It had to have a bigger gas tank. In this case, 33 gallons is what I wanted in this one. And I wanted black, because my boat is black and orange, which we'll do in a video later on it, and kind of talking about how it goes, all this. And originally, when I first was looking for trucks, my very first truck was the sport model, kind of like this, so you can kind of see the front bumper is black, it's not chrome. And I go out in the woods and it gets scratched up. Couldn't find one. I found a Laramie that had the chrome on the front, and it looked really cool, and so I actually bought that one. But the dealership that I got it home, went to fill it up, and it all had a smaller gas tank. I just assumed that it had the right gas tank because everything I'd been looking at was 33 gallons, but not the case. So they had a really cool program. Yeah, okay, trade it back in. Didn't cost me anything extra, and they looked all over to try to find a truck, and the only thing they could find that had the right rear end, which is the 3.92 rear end, that had the tow package on the truck and had a 33-gallon gas tank, was in a completely another city at another dealership. Well, they brought it and got it for me, but it was all black, and I was a little nervous. I wasn't really sure that's what I wanted, but now that I have it, it's amazing. So let me tell you all about this one, and then we'll just do a quick tour. So again, this is a 2019 Laramie, the Sport Edition. It's got a different hood. This one actually even came with the off-road package, so it's got all the protection stuff underneath the truck. It's got tow hooks on the front. It's got more aggressive tires, which I thought were fantastic. This one had a bed liner that they put in, great, and then even a decked system that I put in earlier, or after I got the truck, sorry. And we'll do a tour of that one too here in a second. But it is an absolutely amazing truck. Like I said, 33 gas miles. Now, I didn't get that giant 12-inch screen that they have for those things. Those things are nuts. Super cool, but just too big. I wasn't gonna go for that. So, enough of me talking about it. Let me just kind of walk around and give you a tour of the truck. So the first thing that I noticed about this truck, it has a much more, as my daughter says, edgy looking hood. The hood, this is the sport model hood. They also have a midnight version where all of the badging on these is not chrome, it's all black. Not a big deal for me, but the front of this truck is an amazing looking vehicle. Like I said, this already has the tow hooks, as you can see here. Take a look at those. This also has these awesome sensors for the front. That tell you if you're going to run into anything. Now, there's one gotcha that I found with this, and this also has these sensors on the back. Well, my driveway is angled, and when I was backing out one day, I thought I hit something, because all of a sudden it slams on the brakes, and I'm thinking, what in the world? It was cold outside, like no one's riding their bike or anything. It's in the morning. But what it was this system has an automatic safety braking system that if you get too close to something, it slams on the brake. It's good and bad. This angle, I think it's a little too sensitive sometimes, so sometimes I'll just turn it off. And if it's dirty, the back of the truck's dirty, it picks that up and it slams on the brake when you're backing up. But other than that, it's actually a pretty handy feature. So I haven't seen if it does that on the front yet, because I haven't really tried, but maybe I'll try that sometime. It's got some good fog lamps here on the nice Ram LED lights. And again, the front of the truck is really slick looking, I think. Got the nice Ram badge there on the front, but a really nice looking front end. So we go around the truck, you can see this one got the lights. So when you open the door, that light comes on. And you can see there it flashes, and even the nice turn signal. Overall, another cool thing they did is here on the gas tank. So let's take a look. So you open this up. Hey, there's no more no more gas cam to leave and forget. So which is nice. You just put it in and off you go. So that's pretty slick. So we'll close that up. The lights are really nice too. The rear lights, you can see that they're on. This is the Laramie model. Overall, good badging on the back. A wonderful backup camera. So overall, from the outside, absolutely beautiful looking truck. Now, what's even better is the inside is just as cool. So we're gonna now switch over and we're gonna take a look at the inside of the truck. All right, so the inside of the truck is super, super nice. You know, I looked at the Ford F-150s, the Chevys, the Toyota, and from an interior perspective only, the Ram had by far the most elegant, nice, luxurious interior of any truck I had seen. And one of my criteria is, I still take my wife to dates, we go to plays, we go to nice restaurants all the time, and I wanted an interior that would match that. That would be, we could still get dressed up, put on suit and tie, even a tuxedo if I wanted, and take her out in the truck. Now we got her a different car, so not as big a deal, but I like it being nice, and this is by far the most this is the nicest interior of any of the trucks that I've looked at on the market. So let's turn the truck on and get a nice, mine has the push button start, and I'll switch over and I'll show you that. All right, so starting right here at the cluster, you can see this is all now digital. Super nice, easy to change. You can see, so we can run through the engine miles, screen setup, no messages, and you can change all of these options here. What if you want this, in case I got the compass, I got the temperature, current miles per gallon, but you can change all those if you want. Right now I have the screen off, so I'm gonna turn the screen on. And like I said, I did not get the 12-inch screen. The 12-inch screen literally goes from right here all the way down, and it encompasses all of these gauges, all go into that one. And it wasn't my favorite thing. This system, one of the things that I really thought was way cool is I didn't get nav with this truck this time. One, couldn't find one that had it all in there, but because it has Apple CarPlay, well, I don't need nav now. It has it, so I just plug my phone in, Apple CarPlay takes up. It has Android something else too that does it, but bottom line, it makes it super easy to get nav right there on it and use Siri and all the other things for it. So that was pretty nice. Features that it has, this one does, you know, it's got the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel low, super easy. This one also has the hill assist, which is nice. And I won't pretend that I know everything about trucks, but this does what I need it to do. So came with the tow, the trailer brakes. Here you can see, just super easy to turn those sensors on and off like I was talking about. It is not uncommon for me to hit that one and turn that sucker off. So comes with the DVD player, or CD player in my case. Plenty of USB hookups here on there. You have to have the heated seats, and it has air conditioned seats and heated steering wheel. Another big criteria for me is I need regular electric outlets in my truck. I own an IT company normally, so I take my laptop everywhere I go, and I need some way to charge or connect if I'm out in the field and someone needs an issue and I got to work on it. I need an easy way to do that. Well, this truck does. It has it down here in the, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but I've got one there, and it's even got one in the back seat, and I'll show you that one here in a minute. But truck has the home link for opening your garage door, opening the back windows, lights, the whole 9 yards. Overall, an absolutely beautiful truck. Performs great. Gas mileage, well, it's a truck. If you want great gas mileage, don't buy a truck. I can tell you right now, I probably get 13 to 15 miles a gallon in town. On the highway, it gets a little better. I haven't done a whole lot of highway driving this time yet, but really nice. So this one, again, the Laramie comes with the leather seats. One of the other nice pieces is the storage right here. So you got this first one, compartment. You've got another compartment, and this slides all around. So you've got lots of storage for all kinds of stuff. One of the things they did this time around in this truck, got all my stuff here. One of the things they did here is, you notice we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 spots for coins, dollar coins, quarters, nickels, pennies, and dimes. Now, personally, that drives me nuts. It should be dimes, nickels, and then pennies, but I get it why they did it just from a size perspective. So, but let's switch over. So let's switch over and take a look at the back seat, because there's plenty of room back there. All right, so here's the back seat of this truck, and this truck's got tons of room. First off, you notice it's got the USB ports back here, electrical outlet right there, which is nice. But here's what's slick about this sucker. So you look at that seat. So there's the seats by default. I gotta pull it out here. Trying to do it with one hand and hold the camera. Right, so the seats recline. Actually recline a little farther than that, which is nice. Okay. They flip up pretty easy. Now, something they changed in this model is they don't have the same system for the bottom, which is okay. You get lots of room if you need it. You can see here, I'm gonna get more junk out of the way. Flip those seats up, and you've got all this room if you need to put something in the back seat of the truck. So, which I was really impressed with. Now, going to the back, another thing they did is, here's the key, pretty good sized key, this time around, but I could hit this, and it puts down the tailgate of the truck. Overall, I can tell you the Ram truck is a phenomenal truck. I think it's the best in class interior. I think it's the best in class performance. Yes, I think the F-150 tow's probably a little better than this one. But F-150s are outrageously expensive. At the end of the day, I think I got this one for significantly under 50, which was nice. And from an overall truck, this thing's great. The trimming is super nice. The interior's great. The performance is great. There's a couple of other add-ons that I'm gonna do. I've still got to add steps on it, because helping all my family get into the truck would be nice. I'm tall, I'm 6'2", so it's not a big deal. But the wife and the kids, they would have nice to have the Nerf bars or steps. What else have I got to add? I'm gonna change the mufflers because it's pretty quiet. You can hear it here. It's a Hemi and it's a truck. I kind of want it to sound a little beefier. Well, it's a super easy fix. I'm going to take a look at that. And I think that's about the only other thing I have to do to this truck. Later on, we're going to be talking about the deck system that I put in the back, and that'll be super cool too. So, like I said, just a quick video. I want to show everyone about the new truck. I'm super excited about it. I love driving this thing, and I love having the bigger gas tank. I love the interior. I love the all black. I wasn't sure that I was going to. It looks great with the boat behind it. Got to do that once so far. It's still pretty cold here, and you know, I can't wait to do some other stuff, and I'm super excited. I finally got to do a video outside this year. Everything else has been in the warehouse, but finally got to do one. So hey, I hope you liked the video. Hit that like button if you found it somewhat useful. Subscribe if you're so inclined, and you know what, hey, we look forward to seeing you in the great outdoors.